Aloha headsets, Frankie Boy here, and it is time for a special update in the Frank Show. Now, I know a lot of you are slogging away at Firewall Zero Hour and loving every second, but there are a couple issues here and there, and the Game Director Shabs has reached out in a PS blog community post just a few hours ago to say thank you. Well, big thank you to everybody in the community talking about the game, playing it, making clips, reaching out to them. They hear you, they hear your feedback, and they are working very hard. Now, the first two things that they're working to solve are squatting up with your friends. Yes, they're getting on this. They know that there's some problems right now. There are some workarounds, but there's a lot of steps to work around, so they have heard you and they're working on that. They are also working on host problems. Now, they did say they're P2P at the moment, and if somebody jumps out of the game while you're in the middle of the game, it can mess things up for everybody, but they promise you they're hearing on it, they're solving those issues, and they're working as hard as they can. Things take time, patches take time, bugs happen, they got to iron everything out, but big thing is that they hear us and they're working on it. Now, on top of that, he went on to offer 10 tips for new players in the game, which I honestly am loving every second. If you haven't checked this out, if you're brand new to PlayStation VR, this game is nuts. If you love first-person shooters, progression system, working with other people, even if you want to play alone against AI, I tried the other day, it's a whole heck of a lot of fun, and here's some great tips for you to get started. Now, the first one is take aim. Yes, this game is aim compatible, but it's also DualShock 4 compatible, but they do recommend using the aim controller, and I do as well. I mean, it just feels so nice to have the aim in your hand and adds so much more to the immersion while you're playing that if you get that, you're going to be sold. I promise you're going to be so happy. Everybody that I've talked to that were like, I'm going to go grab this, have responded back, and they've been like, Frankie, worth every penny. Thank you. Number two is get comfortable. Now, this game offers a handful of comfort settings you can go through and make sure that you like. If you don't want smooth turning, if you want a vignette, if you want any of that, make sure that you have the best situation possible. Don't make yourself get sick from the game. I have talked to a lot of people that get sick in games, and when they play Firewall, they don't have any issues. I don't know if they're playing just straight up, but fool around with the settings. Make sure you got the best thing for you. Number three, so you got your aim controller, you're all comfortable, it's time to hop into a little bit of training. Now you can play yourself, and you can use the loadouts and kind of get comfortable with all the guns do and all the buttons do and just shoot down some bots, and honestly, it's a whole heck of a lot of fun. It's a little bit of a horde mode, but because the maps are so big, it's fun to run around the maps and shoot people from a distance and red dot them. I mean, I love it. Now, tip number four is once you've done some training, then you can hop into AI multiplayer. Now, you and a couple buddies can communicate together and take out hordes of enemies and play it like it should be, but without the stress of playing against another team online, so you can just get used to the subtle kind of movement that you got to make while you're playing the game. Now, once you've got this done, tip number five is time to hop into contracts. Yes, in contracts, you're going to get way more XP, you're going to get way more crypto, and you're going to get to play against other real people, which is, I mean, it's fun playing against bots, but real people is where the real fun lies. Tip number six is when you're in contracts, use the environment to your advantage. If you got proximity mines, hide those babies around the laptop or around entrances where you think they're going to come in and they're not going to see them right away. You can use any door, side, backs of chairs, under tables. I mean, you can sneak like crazy. And if you're on assault, try the assault kit. You get grenades. You get smoke. You get an assault rifle, and you get a whole bunch of attachments on it. Tip number 7 is you can get that bonus XP and crypto in every single level. Now, it took me a little while to realize this, but there's an intel hidden in every single level. If you grab that, you get extra XP, and there are crypto little coins stacked around all the place. You grab those, you get extra crypto. So when you're trying to unlock all that awesome gear later on, that's the way to get there faster. Now, another tip for you are the ranged revives. Once you stacked all that crypto and all that XP, you're going to start leveling up. And once you start leveling up, you're going to start unlocking some awesome gear. And one of those items is the range revive. Yes, you get a pistol, so you can shoot your buddies from a distance and revive them. And every revive that you get also gains you more XP. Tip number 8 is once you hit level 4, you can start putting attachments on your weapons. Now, you got to stack your crypto and your XP, which we've talked about how to do that. But once you get to level 4, you can start playing around with what you want. You want a red dot sight? You can have a red dot sight, but be careful. Enemies can see it. Or you want a grip because you just don't have that strong of an aim. Grab yourself a grip, and I promise you, they do help. Now, you can put every little item on, play with them each match because you can mess with your loadout between matches and find out what's the perfect gun and fit for you. And you guys, don't worry. Some of the early weapons are fantastic. And tip number 10, the final tip, is about contractors. Now, all the contractors offer their own little perks and skills, and once you hit level 15, you can unlock contractor named Diaz, which runs extra fast for the people that are like, I want to go slower. This boosts up that movement speed, plus you can also stack it with another perk, so you can really play Firewall the way you want to play, or you can stack it with like the ninja perk where people can't hear you, so you can move really fast as a ninja. I mean, it's awesome the things you can do, and it's awesome some of the stuff that I've seen some people do, and you guys know we got the weekly best clips. Make sure you turn in some clips. And I just wanted to get all this information out there because I'm loving this game. I know you guys are loving this game. I hear it constantly. I hear about it nonstop. I read about it everywhere. I love it. It's so great to see people loving their PlayStation VRs, people pulling them back out again. They were like, it's been sitting, and now it's completely worth every penny that I spent on it, which, you know, makes me happy as a reviewer in the channel because they're going to come back and hang out, but also because I told you so. I mean, come on. Now, thank you all for coming through. You're beautiful. Most amazing audience in the world. Give yourselves a round of applause, thumbs up, and if you think I deserve it, then hey, you could throw me one as well. But more important than all that is that if you want to stay up to date on any and everything PlayStation VR and you don't mind looking at this ugly mug, friggin' subscribe. I mean, come out. Oh, yeah. Smooches. Wee-hoo.
Hostile KIA.
Data transfer flight. Black Hat operation complete. Data acquired.
Monday through Friday.
Frank Show.
Monday through Friday.
Frank Show. Buddy on YouTube. Buddy on Frank Show. Buddy on YouTube. Buddy on Frank Show.
And that's how you do an outro.
I know what else to do.